What's up guys, welcome back. Last episode we hang out at night around the High Hotel in Shenzhen. We win a prize for 1,000 yuan in cash. That money actually covered for our hotel stays so far on this journey. It was super surprising, I didn't even know how that works, so it was really crazy. Check out episode 6 if you haven't watched it yet. Last episode we eat something really uncommon here from the Chinese barbecue, which turns out tasting pretty good. And I might eat it again if I get the chance in the future, you know. I do quite like it. And that was in episode 7. In this episode, we're gonna continue our journey to walk from China to Europe. And I do talk a lot about the Chinese people and the reason why I think it's the best time to visit China at the moment in this video. So I hope I can clear some prejudice about the Chinese people. But now that I watch it, it kind of sounds like a propaganda for China tourism. But you know what? I wish I'm part of the propaganda. At least I will be getting paid a lot. You know how to reach me, CCP? You have all my details after all. Good morning guys, I just woke up and let's do the room review. Again, every room we're gonna give 60 points to begin with. So the first point being we're gonna minus 2 points for the room having a fake window here. Now I'm fine with a hotel room without a window because it's gonna be quieter anyway, right? But this fake ass window, I feel like this is the perfect place to hide a hidden camera for some reason. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. This is glass, right? Now let's check it out outside. Now look at that, that's just a wall and there's a big gap in between. And I don't understand why. Why can't you just put a painting or some kind of art like most hotels do? Here, overly soft bed. It's the same problem as the last hotel. The sinks, you know, deeper than other body parts. My legs is higher, my torso is higher. I feel like if the mattress means to dip and surrounds you, you know, it should be dipping the whole body down, not just the butt like this, right? You're gonna have back pain by the morning. So minus 2 points. Now, minus 10 points on soundproofing. This is the biggest problem in this hotel room. Terrible sound coming from over there, because that's where the lift is, right next to this room. It sounds like train passing through, except it's constant, it's non-stopped. It starts 7 in the morning and ends maybe 1 a.m. because that's when I fall asleep. I couldn't tell anymore. Terrible, terrible. So minus 10 points, it's just torturing, right? I mean, what good is a hotel if you just can't sleep well in it? Another minus 3 points for have no sofa here. Well, they do have one chair, but what if you have more than one person, right? Now, if you have a 2-seater here, at least when you're wearing your dirty outdoor clothes that you don't want to sit on your bed, you can just sit here because you might be even going out again later. Now, another minus 5 points for being this smoke coming back up from this vent from other rooms. I can smell cigarettes. I guess some people just smoking cigarettes on this same level but in different rooms, and kind of just, you know, got to my toilet. Terrible, terrible smell. Let's go to the positive side of this hotel room here. Now, first, when you walk in, the design and the lighting is pretty nice. They got this roof lighting here, and the design is newish. Everything is newish, which is good. Now, plus 5 points. Absolutely massive for this walk-in wardrobe. Now, I have never seen a walk-in wardrobe in this price range of the hotel. The price of this hotel costs 418 yuan, which is, you know, a little bit expensive, but it's kind of normal here in China. So yeah, plus 5 points. Now plus 3 points for everything that works. They got almost all the basic accessories, you know, the telephone, the tissue box, water boilers, cups, you know, all kinds of different towels, toothbrush, you know, hair dryers, even the slippers, you know, everything works, which is pretty nice. Now, plus 3 points for a strong water current coming from the shower, plus 4 points for a really spacious just room in general. Look at this, you got so much space in the bathroom, right? Even in the shower room, you can easily fit 2 people in it. And not to mention massive bedroom here. Well, we're gonna give no points for the price because I feel like if the price is below 400, it's definitely a plus. Okay, another no points for the toilet. Now, it's not a smart toilet, it's just a regular toilet. I don't hate it. As I say, most hotels in China, they don't provide, you know, smart toilet, even though it's a fancy hotel. So I'm fine with regular toilet. Right, we're gonna finish the final 2 hours of our walk to the port. Is it raining? It is a little bit of rain, but super cold though. Wind is pretty strong. I hope that the weather will change. But yeah, it's awesome. We got no rain and we have only 2 hours of walk. Let's look at the map. There, we're starting from here and we're just gonna walk south to the ferry terminal and the boat is gonna go that way. Woo! For the hotel again, you can actually pay 200 Rand more to get your room upgrade away from the lift, which I think is kind of, you know, annoying, right? So 418 plus 200, 618. I don't know, I don't really recommend it. But if you traveling to this location, that hotel is kind of like the only option because there's only another hotel which is the Cyber Cafe Hotel, where you get a room with computers in it, sometimes 2 computers, sometimes even 5 computers. It's pretty noisy. I haven't been to one actually. I'll just imagine it, right? But only this region for about a kilometer's radius, that if you want to have to stay in this particular zone, you know, the Hyatt Hotel is a good choice, but otherwise, I don't recommend staying in that hotel. Look, we have a Walmart here in China as well. Huh? It's the same Walmart from United States. We do have a little time. Let's go in and quickly have a look. I guess they're basically the same thing. Is Chinese Walmart actually better than American Walmart? It looks kind of similar though. The whole design and the vibe is almost the same. We got Oreo. This is not anything fake, right? This is just the Oreo in Chinese. This is the deli. This is pig's ear. It's really tasty. This is pig's feet. Look at that massive sausage. Everything here in Walmart is massive. Now the pig's ear tastes kind of crunchy. It got a little bit of soft bones in it. I really like it personally. They will put spice and vinegars and some sauce, and you mix it. It's really tasty. Now I also quite like the pig's feet. It's pretty nice as well, but it has a lot of fat in it. Just one big fat feet, I guess. All right, folks, we've been walking for an hour. We have 1 hour left until we made it to the port, to the ferry terminal. Now, I want to talk a little bit about China. Now, the Chinese people sometimes can be perceived as not friendly and not polite in a way, but they are actually a kind. Not super kind, but they are kind people. Yes, they will not say hi to you. Very rarely Chinese say hi to strangers. That's just not happening in China. If you neighbors or you know each other, yes, definitely they will do small talks. They will ask, have you eaten? Because that's what matters, I guess. Where you're going, you know, all that small talks. But yeah, if you're just strangers, they will not say hi to you, just out of nowhere. But they're kinder, right? If you really need help, they will go the extra miles to help you. But there's a big but. Do not expect the Chinese people will take care of all of your problems for you when you made it here in China. Do not have that presumption. That's just not gonna happen, because they're not the best people with that kind of kindness, right? Next time when you're in China, do not feel weird if the Chinese people doesn't say hi to you, doesn't acknowledge your presence. Maybe when you guys in a lift, maybe you guys on the same waiting line, right? They don't even look at you. You're not doing anything wrong. Do not thinking to yourself that, hey, am I doing something wrong because I'm a foreigner, I don't understand the culture. No, most of the time you're fine, because Chinese people are pretty loud too sometimes. They don't like, they are not like Japanese who loves quiet, right? Because Chinese people can be pretty loud, so when you, let's say American, and you're being pretty loud in public, most of the time you're fine. Now for Chinese, you gotta have to break the ice. They will be polite, be friendly. Once you break the ice, you make the first move. You start to talk to them, you take the initiation, you know, they will start open up. You know, you will see all the kindness and friendliness coming out. But do not expect them to make the first move. Generally, it's just not gonna happen. So it's gonna be a little more difficult for introverts. Now, why is that the reason, you might ask? To be honest, I don't really know, even though me being a Chinese, was born here and live here, right? I don't really know, but if I have to guess, it's something to do with the density of the population here. I mean, you look at the stats. You got people live around you all the time. There's so many people that the chances of you, hello. The chances of you meeting another strangers is, I would say, 10 times more than you live in the Western countries where you have less population. Check out the stats. I don't have the exact data, but in my opinion, there are dozens and dozens of Chinese cities that has over 2 to 3 million populations, right? Easily. Pretty much any cities that you go you never heard of, boom, 3 millions, 4 millions, 2.5 millions. But in the US, only a handful of cities that has more than 2 million populations. So when you have so many people, again, you just don't do that anymore, because you gotta be spending so much energy doing small talks to strangers. And every time you lock the eye, you gotta acknowledge them. I guess that might be the reason, I'm not super sure. This is the best time for you to visit China for a couple of reasons, right? First, you got this 144 hours of entering permit. You don't need a visa, you just book the flight and you're here. Also, this is, I think, the golden age for China, for travelers. It's like America back in the 90s, the olden age. If I got a time machine, I will definitely travel back to United States in the 90s. It was so fun. Some people might argue, right? Hey, the economic growth of China is slowing down in recent years, right? The golden age has passed. Well, you're a tourist. You're not here to work, right? You're not here to make money, so you don't really care about the economy is going up or down. You want to come here and spend a good time and enjoy it. Now, that's all gonna depend on the infrastructures. So back a few years ago, when the economy is still growing really strong, that's when all the mega infrastructure projects starts and getting built, right? Most of them are getting built at the time. So when you travel to China at that time, you're just gonna see a bunch of construction sites. Right? It looks impressive, but you don't get to use it. Whereas if you make it here now, you know, post-COVID time, all the infrastructures, the mega projects are finished. You got to enjoy it, actually. That's like a working man that his work is getting slow in his job, so it takes more time to take care of his house, right? Finish all these projects that he started but didn't get to finish. Now he got more time to finish that. That's my analogy for it. China being this huge country in terms of land mass, in terms of population, in terms of history and culture, it's never gonna go away in our civilization. Now, love it or hate it, I do encourage you to come to China at least once in your lifetime, and this is the best time to visit if you're only gonna visit China once your lifetime. A lot of these projects, you know, kind of abandoned for years. Look at that. Looks kind of creepy. You can hear kind of a waterfall is going on, maybe from the rain. And over there's another one getting built. This one doesn't. Yes, that's where the construction workers sleep. Oh, they got lights going on here, so. Ooh, it's kind of scary. I'm not going inside. 13块啊. Look at this. Massive. What the hell is this? A walking